of Nigeria. From the very beginning, when we were amalgamated, to the very beginning we became a nation, we got it altogether wrong. You bring in people of different culture, different beliefs, different socialization, different milieu, different outlooks, merge them together by force to form a nation. Only the initial builders of Nigeria had a clear vision and a mission, devoid of any sentiment. Soon thereafter, it became clear that it was a wrong union. It was a union that was not properly negotiated. We could have remained a great country if we had isolated our own identities, peculiarities, culture, while contributing to build a nation just like America. But we ended up having people from one generation, one set of leaders to another, everybody coming with a vision and a mission, and destroy the previous ones he made, even if they are good, because they are put in place by an imaginary enemy. Secondly, we have a nation where we celebrate criminals. It is only in Nigeria that somebody will clearly steal and loot hugely from the public treasury, and then after some times you see him receiving national honors, you see him being given chieftaincy titles, you see him being called king, prince, or an emir. That is an indicator that we are yet to be there. We also form a nation. Only the initial builders of Nigeria had a clear vision and a mission, devoid of any sentiment. Soon thereafter, it became clear that it was a wrong union.
Good evening, SC viewers. This is Satellite Media. Let's all look at the statement that is coming from elder statesman. I'm talking about Chike Obidigbo. He's saying that the remarkable story that the North is now ready for Nigerian division is a welcome development. According to him, I'm reading from Daily Post, he said, record that a highly respected and distinguished Northern leader, Professor Abno Abdullahi, has recently said that Nigeria's amalgamation instrument has expired and that the country should consider going their separate ways. Obidigbo said this statement showed that history beckons for a separate homeland for Igbo in the light of renewed antagonism against them by powerful elements in both the north and southwest. Mr. Raf Mbechi, it looks as if, from what is coming from Professor Agbo Abdullahi, it looks as if the north is ready for separation of Nigeria.
Yeah, the north was ever ready in the past. What is the meaning of secession in Hausa language? Araba. Abu Katafa Balawa started Araba campaign in the 60s. It was Zik that dismissed that agitation for Araba. And see, believe in 1914 Accord, which is holding the North and the South together. But we've seen that right from the advent, the first democracy of Chagari to 1983, we've actually seen that we have failed woefully. Nobody is united. We play politics of what? Grievance, politics of what? Blood, politics of what? Animosity and hostilities in this part of the world, which of course indicated that we are not all meant to be together. We are not meant to be together. Hausas are different people. Southwesterners, they have their different culture. The Igbos are different people entirely. So which we all knew that in 1960, 1st October, after the British at least left, all of us could have what? Gone our separate way. But we still are here because of some selfish elements. Number one, like Zik, and so on and so forth. Abakatafa Balawa, Ahmadu Bello, Sir Ahmadu Bello. They are the one that still insisted that we will be here. The agreement was that the amalgamation could expire after 100 years. And there we came 10 years ago when Jonathan was president of this country. We were calling for national confab, constitution national conference, for everybody to come together and talk. That Nigeria is 100 years old. Igbo man was ready. Nnamdi Kanu started it. Already, the object of information, the guy that started it, this guy announcement was Ralph Wazurike. He was there doing his good work. We were shouting and shouting for this arrangement that has expired 10 years ago. All the political beneficiaries, profiteers in Nigeria, in the southwest, in the north, they could not give attention to it. We sit put, we stay put. The expiration is 10 years ahead now. 10 years back, sorry. It expired 10 years ago. We should have all gone our separate way. I thank God that these northern elders, in the person of the aforementioned name, Sablai, and the Igbo man, they wake up, they have elders, they began to see and read the handwriting on the wall. That we are running a transactional government in Nigeria. The country is a transaction country. The country is for business, and those businessmen are the ones benefiting from it. The rest of Nigerians are dying of hunger. The political business transactors are busy cashing out money. I don't know what I understand. Taking care of their wives, their children, turning their backs on the electorate, the people that actually elected them there. So it's a business country, and that agreement has expired. Everybody should go their separate ways. What we have here is not democracy. What we have here is transaction. Federal Government of Nigeria, PLC, Public Liability Company. People are having chairs. What are you saying? Do you think that this is government? We don't have government here. The CEO is telling you he's going to buy more private jets, and the yachts, he bought it. From whose pockets? From our Commonwealth. And nobody cares. It is a transactional government. The CEO, the managers, managing directors, the group managing directors, they are all catching out. Even the cashiers. And we are calling ourselves Nigeria. We are one. The highest lie anybody can tell you in Nigeria, the highest lies are 3 in number. I might forget the other, because I know that number 1 is one Nigeria. Number 2 is police bail is free. I couldn't remember the other one.
Now, let us look at the proposed declaration of the sovereign state of Biafra that is due to take place in December this year. And coincidentally, the Prime Minister of Biafra in Ezra, talking about Ekpa, have invited the Nigerian government to witness the convention in Finland. Do you think the Finnish government will accommodate Ekpa to do all this?
I think they have already started accommodating him. Because actually, it's of recent time that I know that the biggest, during the balkanization of 1967, the biggest ally we had was Finland. I did not know. I was thinking it was all these francophones. That's all these French-speaking West Africa countries and Gabon and Cameroon. I don't know what I understand. I don't know that. I didn't know that Finland played quite an important role during the Biafran Civil War, to the level of denying their children basic, amenities, basic goods, basic things to feed Biafran children that were suffering from kwashiorkor then.
So
the Finland has gone too far to recognize Biafra, and what Simon Ekpa is preaching to come to be in this country comes December, Finland is more than able.
it means
To accommodate Simon Ekpa, to at least assist Simon Ekpa, to at least stand for Simon Ekpa.
so it means that Simon Ekpa carefully chooses abode.
He carefully did that, amicably, intelligently, assiduously, diligently. See, could be that he went to the wrong place, as Nnamdi Kanu did. Nnamdi Kanu did good job. He was doing the good job, but he chose to stay in London. It's a bad choice. British man is a tragedy. British man is a tragedy to Nigerians, tragedy to mostly to the Igbos. Biafran nation would have been, if not that Britain supported Nigeria in 1967. Supply Nigerian military clique under Gowon with arms in 1967. They signed it, conceal it, seal it up that there should be genocide in 1967. And that genocide took place for 36 months, from 1967 to 1970. Igbo men were subjected. to what? Ceaseless annihilation by Gowon-led military clique of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the Igbos were dying in their large numbers. Britain was supporting Nigeria. It was this same Finland, Austria, Germany, Scotland. Yes, Scotland, I know, among the Britain, one of the confederates or federative, but still they supported Biafra. The Belgians, the Austrians, the Germans, they keep on supplying the Dutch food, stockfish to Igbo land to alleviate hunger and deprivations, mostly in Federal Republic of Biafra. So this time around, Finland played an important role, and they are still repeating it 54 years after.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arafubechi.